Shalom. Giving all praises to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Double honors to the apostles, bishops, elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you, hopefully elect. This is Yahweh Call from GMS Orlando. I wanted to do this video, Lord willing, just some pretty much more upliftment, of encouragement. All right, because I see that brothers are pretty much just there's basically a lot of testimonial videos going up, and it's like it's just testimony after testimony, because of course, brothers in certain situations, but nevertheless, the Lord is delivering brothers out of their situations, and it's almost like as if the Heavenly Father, before all hell breaks loose, he's putting the finishing touches, as far as brothers, and the last details, the final, tune up or whatever the case may be, all right, on brothers before this thing of ours transitions, because we're coming into heavy times, and that there is coming a time when hearing these watching these epistles, man, that's why it's important now to get what we can while we got it, because the Lord is getting ready to shut this thing down. He will shut this thing down eventually. Like I said, it's getting ready to transition, so with that being said, like I said, just some words of encouragement, man, because brothers know that I've just been myself, as we all are, dealing with situations, and then one of the beautiful things about the brotherhood, brothers see things in you that you don't see within yourself. That's one of the many beautiful things about the brothers, because brothers have been telling me, as I've been going through my situation, basically how, and I know brothers are speaking through the Spirit, but they see, they just see, just how I've been dealing with the situations that I've been going through over the past few months, and brothers have really just been, complimenting me and just, telling me what needs to be told. Like I said, through the Spirit, brothers are speaking, and like I said, because a brother see things in you that you don't see in yourself, but nevertheless, brothers are watching, and that's the thing. That's why I did a video the other day, just going into how, as far as being unselfish, it's not about us, the hell with how we feel, and all these other things, because others are watching. And I do have one precept on my mind, because I'm pretty much gonna ramble a lot. I'm gonna do a lot of talking, but I do have one precept on my mind, because another thing, when it comes to this thing of ours, we read the scriptures, but there comes a time when we have to apply what we read to ourselves. There comes a time we have to apply what we read. Because I was talking to a brother last night, and like I said, part of the beauty of the brothers in the brotherhood, they see things in you, about you, that we don't see in ourselves. And one of the things that was brought to my attention, and this is why, like I said, Salaki, I'm going to be kind of all over the place, because we're all going through our situations, and like I said, it's testimony after testimony, and brothers know what I've been going through, and the head brother, he told me last night, just say that, go ahead and speak on it, do a video, don't have to get into detail, but go ahead and do a video and speak on it, But like I said, I was speaking to a brother last night, and one of the things that was brought to my attention, and and I don't even remember this conversation, but basically he brought up a conversation that we had some time ago, a long time ago, because this brother, the brother Rakalia, he's real big on faith. He's real big on faith. That's a young brother right there, but that's an old head in the spirit. And I see why he gets the way that he gets when it comes to that because this whole thing is the hell with that weak shit. That's his whole thing. The hell with that weak shit. That soft ass. That's his whole thing. But he brought up a conversation that I don't even remember having a long time ago, me and him, and he was just talking about how basically the last time we had this type of conversation, he could see that as far as my faith, yeah, we say certain things, but do you really believe it? And basically he was telling me the last time that we had this real deep conversation, in-depth conversation, he could tell that I didn't really believe what I was, my faith wasn't there. I would say certain things, but he could tell, he could read through me, and he could tell that I wasn't really believing what I was preaching, reading, and like I said, that's why we as far as what we read, we have to really apply it to our lives. We really have to apply it to our lives, because like I said, talking to the brother last night, he was basically affirming like, yeah, unlike last time, and not so many words, he basically told me that, yeah, man, I he could see it now, because he could see as far as my faith, and I pretty much stand on it, because I'm to a point, and I've been saying, and that's why it's been on my spirit lately. It's been on my spirit, man. Hey, man, it's time to start winning in Yahweh Shemon Shai. It's been heavy in my spirit. There's really no room for doubt, man. Of course, it's easier said than done. And I'm gonna tell brothers, you to whoever's listening, as it was told me, and as we all told, hey, really believe what you say, man. Well, whatever it is that comes out of our mouth, we really have to believe it. Because again, I'm really to a point, and I feel it was a really, as far as what I've been going through, it was really like how do I say it? Because, naturally when things happen, the flesh, man, the flesh, you start getting those thoughts of doubt and like, oh man, what am I going to do? And this and that. It's not to say that you're not going to deal with those thoughts, because I had a lot of that. Oh yeah, as far as the thoughts, the flesh wants to move a certain way. The flesh wants to think a certain way. All right, but this is why I'm gonna get this, because I don't want to ramble too much. I'm gonna get this because once I really got to this point where I'm at right now, like I said, the brother, he basically affirmed like, yeah, basically he told me he could see it, he could see it this time, unlike the last time. I'm gonna get this in Hebrews 12:11. Now no chastening for the present seemeth to be joyous, but grievous. Nevertheless, afterward it yieldeth the peaceable fruit of righteousness unto them which are exercised thereby. So that's the point, being exercised. All right, we're being exercised, and I feel like this is as far as what I've been dealing with. This has really been one of those things where, because like I said, make no mistake about it. Again, we're in the flesh, so we're going to have those thoughts. All right, the flesh is going to be telling you one thing, But we really have to exercise the spirit. And I just feel like this has really been one of those things, one of those, one of those, I'll say, workouts to strengthen certain aspects of my life, me personally, especially my faith. Definitely been a thing of patience, dealing with the lowly, humility. It's basically been a level up, a leveling up. So it's definitely been one of those things where, again, what we preach, hey, we got to practice it, we got to exercise it, because like I said, as far as what I've been dealing with, man, those thoughts, that the flesh is telling you one thing, but you really have to rebuke those spirits, man. We have to really rebuke those spirits. We have to rebuke those spirits, man. Because shit. And this is something I always tell everyone. I tell everyone. Because again, look how far we've gotten. Look at what the Lord has brought us. Look at where He has us. There's absolutely no reason to doubt Yahweh Shem Shah. There's absolutely no reason to not trust the Lord, man. There's absolutely no reason to not trust the Lord. Full throttle, full pedal to the metal. We've come too far. We've come way too far. The Lord has brought us through too much. And more is getting to a point where it's really all in on Yahweh Shem Shai, or not. All chips in on Yahweh Shem Shai or not. And me and the brother were talking about this last night, because it's like, damn. When it comes to this thing of faith, all right, I see why more and more, the Yahweh Shah was getting on the disciples. Because just that lack of faith, man. And like I said, me and the brother were talking about this, man. It's funny, because you have a woman, you're dealing with a woman, things happen, and she be as far as my demon, she be the main one that I tell this all the time. As far as our situation, whatever we go through, why panic? Why are you stressing? Has the Lord failed us yet? I'm always telling her this shit. But of course she's always you know how these women are. It goes in one ear and out the other. You might as well talk to a wall. And that shit is frustrating. Cause it's like, damn, why doesn't this bitch trust me? Why does she have no faith? Well, like I said, we see why Yahweh Shai, man, he was getting getting on the disciples because of the lack of faith. Cause that shit is annoying, that shit is annoying. That shit is annoying. To be around someone that's just always in that down and out, woe was me type of spirit. It's like fuck that, man. It's like fuck that. Because I've got to this point where, the Lord willing, you brothers and sisters can apply these things. Because again, we are instruments of righteousness, which I'm going to get. Because like I said, I know brothers going through it. And like I said, man, just through the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai, as far as what, brothers have been telling me and compliment me. Like I said, brothers have been telling me how, just doing my whole situation, man, they see, and how I've just been dealing with this. It's beautiful to though it sucks, it hurts. But to see the Lord put me through this, to pull me through it, and just watching the whole process, brothers watching the process, man, it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful testimony. You know, because once I got to this point, which I'm about to explain, you know, this mindset, all right, this mindset, once I really got to this point of just, because listen, as I've been saying, I'm gonna keep saying, you know, when it comes to this, when it comes to our faith, as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do, man, as long as we're doing what we're supposed to do in sincerity and in truth, we have absolutely nothing to worry about. And again, it's easier said than done, because the Lord, He's always going to put us in unfamiliar territory, man. He's always going to put us in unfamiliar territory. You know, deeper water, you know, uncomfortable situations. Like I've said before, you know, the Lord, He knows our breaking point. He knows how to bend us just enough. So we're always going to get to those, you know, have those moments to where it seems like our back is against the wall. This is it. You know, you think it's the end of the line. We're always going to have those moments. But if we're doing what we're supposed to do in sincerity and in truth, there is absolutely no reason for the Lord not to deliver us. And that's why, like I said, it's been in my spirit, hey, in the name of Yahweh Shema Shah, man, hey, speak victory. All right? Profess victory. Life and death are in the power of the tongue. We really have to speak this shit into existence and believe it. That's key. We have to believe it. You know, because like I was saying, it gets to a point where, well, I've got to a point where, hey, like I said, as long as you're doing what you're supposed to do in sincerity and in truth, I'm to a point where I don't accept anything less from Yahweh Shema Shai. I expect Him. Like the scripture say, our expectation is in Him, right? And that sounds bold, but, you know, the scriptures talk about that, you know, coming before Yahweh Shema Shai boldly. You know, because again, just through the spirit of grace and mercy of Yahweh Shema Shai, I'm doing, you know, I'm doing my best. I can always do better, striving for better, but I'm doing what I can do. So with that being said, I've developed this mindset of, hey, not only do I expect deliverance, not only do I expect Yahweh Shema Shai to show up, but I'm not accepting anything less. You know, like I said, I've been saying it, hey, it's just, the Lord has brought me through too much. He's brought us through too much to fail us, man, to leave us. I just don't see it. I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I'm not accepting it, you know. But it comes, hey, like I said, as long as I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing, right, to the best of my ability, I don't see anything else, you know. So from there, that's why, like I said, I'm not going to get into detail, but hey, the Lord, He's been delivering me, man. You know, things are starting to look up. The Lord has been coming through. You know, that's why, like I said, you know, the head brother, man, he was like, hey, man, you know, go ahead and speak on it. Do a video. Not to get into detail, but so that's where we're at with it. And let me get this before the point passes. In Romans, because, like I said, brothers, just through the Spirit, you know, brothers have kind of been down, you know. But again, my whole attitude is, hey, bro, you know, fuck that, man. You know, like I said, I've been telling brothers, hey, it's time to start winning in Yahweh Shema Shai, man. It's time to start winning. You know, it's time to start winning, man. Yeah, you know, going through whatever it is that you go through, but hey, fuck that. You know, the Lord put you in a situation. Why can't He get you out of it? You see, that's the thing, and that's something I've been grateful for. Is the fact that the Lord has been establishing my faith in Him, man. You know, the Wadi Haba Shema Shah for establishing my faith. All right, because that's the thing. He's going to put us in situations. He puts us in situations just to deliver us, to establish that faith, just so we know that, yeah, to confirm that, yes, The Lord is with you. He's with us. He's dealing with us. You know, and I can't, and I tell brothers, you know, once you get to this point, matter of fact, I'm gonna read this, Romans 6:13. Neither yield ye your members as an neither yield ye your members as instruments of righteousness unto sin, but yield yourselves unto the Most High, as those that are alive from the dead, and your members as instruments of righteousness unto the Most High. So basically, again, being instruments of righteousness. You see, and I've been quoting this a lot. It's been in my mind a lot, you know, because even with this situation that I'm in, there's been a lot of just things that's been on my mind, man. A lot of precepts, and that's the thing. Like I was saying earlier, we really have to combat the flesh, these thoughts, man, with scriptures, like Yahushua did with the spiritual demon Satan. You know. But as far as being those instruments of righteousness, I tell brothers, once you get to this point of where the Lord using you to Lord willing, uplift other brothers to build up the next brother. All right. Once you get to the point where you're at peace with that, it'll be easier. You know, it'll be smoother. You know, you'll be able to handle it a little better. Because like I said, even dealing with my situation and just brothers just, telling me what they've been telling me, you know, brothers telling me, hey, man, yeah, we need that spirit, man. You know, we need that spirit. You know, it's a beautiful spirit, beautiful testimony. So that's why this has been in my mind lately, being the instruments of righteousness. All right. Being instruments of righteousness, Lord willing. So once you get to that point where, like I said, you know, once you accept it, it'll be more easier to deal with. The Lord will use you, put you through hell, just to be an example for the next brother. Once you come to terms with that, it'll be a smoother transition. You know, it'll be a smoother transition. And like I said, talking with brothers, man, just as far as what I've been feeling through the Spirit of the Lord, it's pretty much confirmed, yeah. Because like I said, there's a lot of things that I picked up, a lot of things that I feel that I've developed, and things of that nature. And like I said, just talking with brothers, you know, it's pretty much confirmed through the Spirit, you know, as far as what I've been feeling. You know, what I picked up along the way. The Lord he confirmed it for me through brothers. You know, because sometimes, and I do this oftentimes just to for it to be a testimony. You know, I'm not gonna say lash out, but I'll just be transparent with brothers. Like, man, you know, like I'm tired of this shit, this and that. You know, I'm going on a little rant with brothers, man. You know, and I often do that sometimes. Oftentimes, just for it to be a testimony. You know, just as a testimony. And sure enough, like I said, just going through it as we all are. All right, but things are looking up. You know, the Lord's been coming through. You know, so Lord willing, like I said, this is why it's been on my spirit lately. Hey, fuck that. It's time to start winning. You know, we're so used to getting our asses kicked. All right. Well, it's time to start receiving the other side of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. It's time to start winning. And I pray for brothers that, you know, when it starts coming brothers' way, when things start happening for brothers, that brothers will be able to you know, have the spirit to deal with it, to handle it, which they will be. Brothers will be ready in that day, because it's coming. Like I said, we've come too far. You know, the Lord's brothers do too much. So again, it's time to start winning, man. It's time to start winning in the name of Yahweh Shema Shai. I profess it. I proclaim it. You know, it's time to start winning in Yahweh Shemal Shah, man. You stored up our treasures in heaven. Well, hey, it's time to start tapping into that spiritual bank account, man. It's time to start tapping into that spiritual bank account. It's our time. It's our time, man. As I've been saying, hey, when you're on the bottom for so long, the only direction is up. That's the only direction. The only direction is up. You know? So it's time to start winning. It's time to start winning, man. It's time to start winning. You know? It's time to start winning. Because when this shit really hits the fan, man, hey. And I told my demoness. Because like I said, she's always panicking and worrying. And of course, she's a woman. So that's going to happen. But I even told her, you think that what you're not feeling, or you think that what you're feeling, I don't feel the same way? You know? Because she's frantic and all. When things happen, every little thing, she's frantic. You know? But like I said, naturally, the flesh, naturally, that's, you know, is going to panic. It's going to be frantic. It's going to worry. It's going to start stressing out. But again, we're exercising our spirit, exercising our faith. You see? You see, man? Because I told her at one point, you don't think I felt the same way that you feel? Just because I don't show it, it doesn't mean, you know, I'm not feeling what you're feeling. Because again, people are going to see that level of calmness. When things get bad for real out here, people are going to see that level of calmness. As a matter of fact, let me get this. So if we beat that number, hey, that's why we have to be on point first. That's why, Lord willing, the Lord is getting us ready. Because another thing, on another note, I was telling the brother this last night. And hell, I told my demoness the other day, like, because like I said, the Lord, he's been looking out. Things are starting to look up. You know? Things are starting to look up, and she's still just on that, you know, that, because ain't no W's on the side, you know. Ain't no W's on the side. Now, the Lord, again, he delivered us, still delivering us, you know. And of course, she's all, oh, you need to loosen up, lighten up, smile a little bit, right? But it's like, for what? You know, now don't make no mistake about it, you know. I'm grateful. The scriptures say be content. You know, you just be content with, you know, whatever the Lord gives you, you just content with it. But this is not the end all be all right? But I was saying, I was gonna say, bear with me, I'm trying to get this preset. But I was going to say, because again, our expectation is in the Lord. We expect the Lord to come through, or we should. We expect Yahweh Shemal Shah to deliver us, to come through for us. Because at one point, when, you know, the Lord showed up, when the Lord delivered us or whatever, hey, we get excited. You know, we get excited when the Lord delivers us out of situations. But it gets to a point where we're so built up in the faith, it doesn't surprise us anymore. Again, we expect it. We expect it. So like I said, just a few things, man. Like I said, it's coming like back to back to back. You know, the Lord is delivering us back to back to back. So that's why I was saying, like, my demon, she's, man, loosen up, lighten up. You know, smile a little bit. But on the same note, I'm just like, why are you surprised? Why are you surprised? You know, because I told her, man. I told her, hey, it's coming, man. And I've been telling her, it's coming. It's coming. The hard part is always just waiting for it. Patience is always the hard part. you know. And when the Lord finally came through for us, it was just like, well, you see, because like I said, naturally she's gonna be all excited and this and that, and I'm just like, you see, well, didn't I tell you, right? But I was gonna get this in Ecclesiastes 4:30. Be not as a lion in thy house, nor frantic among thy servants, because I was making the point. That calmness that's gonna be on brothers, you know. That calmness. Brothers gonna be stable. Mentally, spiritually, you know, brothers gonna be stable. You know, because hey, you know, if we panic, then hey, if everyone sees that, man, you know, if everyone sees the leader panic, then you know, so that's why we gotta keep it cool, calm, and collected. You know, we can't panic, we can't be frantic. Because like I said, I told her, like, you don't think I felt what you feel. You don't think I feel the same way at times? Just because I don't show it. But I gotta exercise the spirit. You know? Gotta exercise the spirit. And again, everything that we read in the scriptures is not for us to just read for face value. No, we have to apply it to ourselves. You know, we have to apply it to ourselves, man. We have to apply it. You know, because again, when shit really hits the fan out here, for the most part, it's not going to be a surprise to brothers. It's not going to be that big of a deal to brothers, because brothers are used to this shit. Brothers are going to have plenty of oh shit moments, but this is, you know, it's not going to be, you know, again, we're not going to move out of fear. We're not going to lash out of the fear. We're not going to make decisions out of haste. We're not going to make decisions out of emotions or anything like that. Like I said, brothers are going to have a lot of oh shit moments, but the spirit is quickly going to, you know, kick in an overdrive. And that's what we're learning in this thing of ours, to walk in the spirit and not in the flesh. Because like I said, man, it was just comforting, you know. It was comforting just for the Lord to speak through brothers, man, you know, and seeing me and watching me through my process of what I've been dealing with for the past few months, and the Lord to come through, you know, and just to hear brothers, man, you know, hey man, you handle that beautifully, man. You know, it's beautiful to see you how you deal with that. Because listen, again, this is why I say it's not about you, it's not about me. I tell myself all the time, fuck me, fuck how you feel. I tell myself this all the time, every day. You know, because we can't, you know, bring that type of energy. We can't bring that spirit around other brothers, man. Especially if you're one of those brothers that, you know, you're basically an anchor, you know, to other brothers. It might be just that one brother, but hey, you know, as far as me, if it's just one brother that the Lord wants me to, you know, Lord willing, be one of those anchors or a pillar, then hey, so be it. Because that's the thing, we are pillars, Lord willing, we are pillars, you know, and pillars, they hold up the foundation. So that's why I read that Sirach 4. You know, we can't be frantic, we can't panic, we can't. You know, but it was just beautiful, you know, hearing brothers, the Lord speak through brothers, man, you know, and just, you know, being with me in the spirit through this process, right? You know, it was beautiful. It was confirmation through the spirit, you know, it was confirmation through the spirit. And like I said, man, hey, it's time to start winning. I'm gonna keep saying it. It's time to start winning. You know, we've been so-called losing all this, you know, for so long. It's time to start winning. But you gotta believe that for yourself. You gotta believe it for yourself. You gotta believe it for yourself, man. You know, gotta believe it for yourself. How bad do you want it? Because that's one thing about the Heavenly Father. Hey, He's more than willing and ready to give it to you, to give it to us. But how bad do we want it? How bad do we believe? Do you think that the Lord can do it? Well, be it according to your faith. You know, but like I said, man, you know, just hey, testimony after testimony, man. You know, songs of deliverance. You know, there's gonna be more to come, more to come. But the Lord is definitely dealing. All right, things are happening in our favor. All right, So just be ready to receive, man. Be ready to take it in. You know. But that's all, pretty much all I had. Just a few words, man. You know, we all have our testimonies, you know, and Lord willing, you know, just like we read about our forefathers from Abraham, all right, King David and all these men. We read about these stories today. We, you know, beautiful stories, beautiful accounts. Well, Lord willing, you know, the testimonies that are playing out in your very life, the testimonies that are playing out in your very lives, man, these are going to be the same accounts, you know, that, hey, the generations to come are going to be reading about for us, from us, about us, Lord willing. You know, because, hey, another thing, the Lord loves a good fight, you know. The Lord loves a good fight. Everyone loves a good fight. Everyone loves a good fight, man. So that's what it's about, man. You know, we're in this fight. We get knocked on our ass, you know, but we get right back up, man, and we keep swinging. We keep swinging, because we all have our testimonies. We all have our, you know, we all have our testimonies, you know. But Lord willing, this was edifying. All praises to Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Shalom to you, hopefully led.